So anybody who's following this channel, I'm sure knows who the three-headed monster is. They're on fucking tour right now. It's Violent J, Ouija Mac, and Esham. Um, and once you heard the album Obliteration and got to the song Possum Kingdom, which is a cover of a Toadies song from, I want to say, 90s. It's got to be from the 90s. Um, Great song. Great fucking song. Um, but Violent J did a cover of it. He says right in the beginning, gonna do some karaoke, some shit like that. Um, and then it goes into this, you know, this rendition of Possum Kingdom by Violent J. Now, Violent J is known to do covers of songs. Some are just amazing. You can tell he wasn't like totally trying to hit the notes and everything because this song right here held a secret message in it that people like have to look for, you know what I'm saying? ICP has been known to put like backwards messaging and stuff all throughout their music, like especially during the first deck, not so much the second deck deck whatever, but you know I mean some Dark Lotus during that time period. But as far as the Joker's cards of the second deck go, there's not a whole lot of backwards messaging stuff. Uh, None that I can think of off the top of my head at the moment. But this track, like the end of this track, contains some backwards messaging stuff. And if you listen closely, you will get the first taste of the new sixth era. You know, it's awesome to me. Um, God dang, 2 minutes already. I'm trying to make this fucking quick, but uh, I know these go up to 10 minutes long, and I'm gonna have to splice it. But um, there's there's a message about the sixth, and it's hard to make out, you know. So I threw together an animation, you know, to celebrate the the sixth of the second deck. Man, it's fucking huge in this world, and nobody's fucking talking about it. And it's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. The first time, like being a second generation Juggalo from back in the day, when the first six, when the Wraith was hadn't even dropped yet, there was just this anticipation, this amazing feeling like, oh, what's gonna happen? You know, this kept you hanging on, like kept you wanted to stick around and find out what the sixth Joker's card was, because ICP always said, you know, after the six drops, the end will consume us all, the end of time will consume us all, you know, shit like that. And there's been all this kind of lore and stuff in the Juggalo world about that. And the fact that we're on the second deck, we all know 665, there's two decks, or three decks of Joker's cards. The first deck's already down. The second deck is about to wrap up. Um, Violent J has stated in, you know, interviews and stuff like that, that, you know, the end of these decks are going to be death. You know, they're going to have that theme of death, which, you know, what fucking ICP song or anything doesn't have to do with death somehow. But, you know, the theme is going to be death, like what awaits you after this life, you know, and their interpretation and all that stuff. So it's just fun to follow along and watch that play out, especially right now, dude. That fucking three-headed monster Obliteration album just dropped and nobody fucking knew. It wasn't hyped up. It wasn't like everybody knew it was coming, you know. It just fucking dropped. You know, they released a single off of it. It was like, oh, cool, you get a single with your VIP pack. No, they released a whole fucking album, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucking dope, man. The consensus about that I've heard is like best shit to come out of Psychopathic in like a long ass time from a lot of people. And you know, whatever. I always enjoyed whatever Psychopathic releases. Not every fucking thing, of course, you know. Bloody Sunday was hit or miss. And Shaggy's most recent album was definitely hit or miss. You know, it's just, but this Three-Headed Monster album, hearing Violent J and Esham and Ouija Mac together, that was fucking dope, man. I love it. It's a really good album. They shine on their own individual tracks, and Possum Kingdom, which I'm trying to get back to. Possum Kingdom, Violent J cover. There's the little hidden message. I can't make all of the end part out, but I know the sixth, the sixth, the sixth. And then you hear Purgatory. But I also know Esham's about to drop an album, and it's called Purgatory. So I don't know if it's, you know, ICP's going to release the sixth, and then Esham's going to release Purgatory, and then the last part is something Ouija's going to drop. That's where my speculation's at, you know. I'm not convinced that it's completely about ICP and the sixth, their next sixth, because Purgatory is dropping by Esham, new album by Esham. But it's all fucking speculation, man. It's all speculation. Maybe the next six Joker's card is, the theme is Purgatory. It could very well be. And maybe it could play into what Esham's releasing. I don't fucking know, man. And I have a whole other story about the first sixth. I mean, yeah, there's a whole other story, whole other time. This video's already fucking 7 minutes long. Hopefully I'll be able to save it, upload it to YouTube at least, because this is some cool shit. And I'm gonna add, the channel's name is Other People's Music, and I'll try to link it in the description below, because they're the first people I've seen like post this up, and then they posted up the backwards message with the vocals isolated so you can hear it better. And I'm gonna add both of the versions onto this video so you can hear for yourself. But here it fucking is, man. Check it out.